If the walls of your home could talk, they would tell of the moments when silence was your only company, and of the nights when you looked to the side and wished you had someone to share the blanket and the dreams. You may believe that no one notices you're waiting, or that love has forgotten your address, but there is someone at this exact moment who feels an uncontrollable urge to be by your side, to fill every room of your home with laughter, affection, and constant presence. It is not just about a fleeting romance or brief visits, but about someone who wishes to put down deep roots with you, someone who wants to enter your life and never leave again, making your house the perfect refuge for the union of the two of you. The longing that this person feels is so intense that it echoes in the spiritual world, and the angels have picked up this call to bring it to you. Dear soul, if you feel that time has passed slowly, and that loneliness sometimes tightens your chest, understand that the celestial messengers brought you to this video with a very clear purpose, designed by the heavens. Nothing happens by chance. The angels observe your silent prayers, those made before sleeping, and today they bring confirmation that this desire to share a home and life is being answered in the higher planes. The right person is being prepared and guided in your direction, moved by an urgent feeling of belonging that will only find peace when they are with you, sharing the same roof and the same destiny. Before we disclose the details of this loving prophecy and how it will unfold in the coming days, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. This is a sacred space of connection and light, where thousands of hearts find comfort. By subscribing, you allow messages of hope and guidance to reach you every day, keeping your vibration high and ready to receive the blessings that are on the way. Activate the notification bell to be always attentive to the signs that the universe sends especially for you. Leave your like on the video right now, for this simple act is immensely powerful. It functions as a silent decree that you accept, deserve, and are open to this love that wants to live with you. Believe that your interaction moves favorable energies in your favor. Share this message with a friend or someone you trust, for generosity opens paths, and the law of return guarantees that, by spreading love, you multiply joy in your own life. I ask that you write the following phrase in the comments now to firm your intention before the angels. My home is a sanctuary of love, and I receive my true companion. By writing these words, you spiritually authorize the energy of love to enter and take up fixed residence in your home, dissipating any trace of loneliness. Breathe deeply and calm your thoughts. Feel the protection that surrounds you now. The beings of light are around you at this instant, bringing comfort and clarity to your intuition. What you are going to hear next are the keys to understanding who this person is, who is crazy to have you completely, and how your paths will cross to build a life together. Open your heart and keep the faith lit, for the message begins now. Dear soul, may the peace of the heavens envelop your heart at this exact instant, bringing the serenity necessary to receive this disclosure. Today, the angels ask permission to enter your life and confirm that which your intuition has already been shouting for ages. There is a restlessness in the air, an electric energy that traverses the distance and reaches you in waves of sudden heat or in thoughts that invade your mind without prior warning. Know, dear soul, that none of this is a fruit of your imagination. There is a hidden truth that needs to be spoken now. There is someone, a specific person you hold with fondness in your chest, who is at this moment deeply yearning for your presence. And it is not just a passing desire, it is an overwhelming will to have you completely, to fill the emptiness of the house and of life with your light. The winged messengers bring the confirmation that the physical distance that perhaps exists between you two is merely a temporary illusion in the face of the strength of the spiritual connection that unites you. Have you stopped to observe how, in random moments of your day, a sweet sadness or an inexplicable joy takes over your being? This happens because his emotions are so intense that they overflow and travel through the ether until they find your energetic field. It is as if there were an invisible golden thread connecting the center of his chest to yours. Whenever he pulls this thread, with the force of longing, you feel the tug on the other side, even if you do not understand the immediate reason. Imagine, dear soul, that his thought is like a messenger bird that knows the way home with its eyes closed. His home, on the spiritual plane, is you. However much he tries to distract himself with daily obligations, The image of your face returns to his mind with the persistence of the tides that always return to kiss the sand. He dreams of the day when he will no longer need to feel this lack, the day when his house will have your scent, your laughter, and your energy filling every room. The angels uncover that he has been visualizing scenes of the future where you are present on Sunday mornings and in quiet late afternoons. This mental projection is so strong that the universe begins to respond with synchronicities. Have you noticed the repetition of names? Or perhaps songs that play on the radio and seem to narrate exactly what you lived or what you are still going to live? These are the angelic signs that telepathic communication is active and vibrant. When you hear a song and feel a shiver down your spine, understand that it is his soul singing to yours, asking you to wait, asking you to trust, and to keep faith in the reunion and the definitive union. He thinks of you with such force that he is capable of waking up in the middle of the night with the clear sensation that you called him. And perhaps you really did call, in the silence of your prayers or in the secret of your dreams. It is fundamental that you understand, dear soul, that this connection does not obey the laws of human logic. It follows the rules of the celestial plane. The fact that you are physically separated or in momentary silence does not diminish in any way the intensity of what he feels. On the contrary, absence has the power to amplify the value of presence. It is in the lack that he realizes how essential you are. He looks at the empty spaces of his own house and realizes that, without you, that place is merely a construction of bricks, cold and lifeless. He wishes to transform that structure into a home, and he knows, in the depths of his soul, that a home is only built with the energy of true love that you carry. The subtle signs are everywhere. Do you know when you smell a familiar scent out of nowhere? An aroma that reminds you of him, even if there is no one around. The angels blow this fragrance to give you the certainty that he is thinking of you at that exact second, or when your eyes water without apparent reason, a sign that his longing touched your sensitivity. All of this makes up a secret language that only you two share, a silent conversation that occurs above words and the noises of the world. In this path of uncertainties, the greatest proof of love that the universe can give you is this confirmation that you are not alone in this feeling. The love you emanate returns to you. He is indeed planning, thinking, and desiring the moment to open the door and see you enter to stay. His will to have you inside the house is the representation of the desire for protection, for care, and for sharing life. He wants you to be part of the routine, from dawn to dusk, and this intention creates a magnetic field that, inevitably, attracts the circumstances for this to come to fruition. Dear soul, welcome these signs as gifts from the angels. They are proof that the bond remains intact and protected. Do not allow doubt to extinguish the shine of this certainty. What is true survives time and distance. The telepathy between you is real and functions as a compass that, invariably, points one to the other. Remain attentive to the coincidences that are not mere chances, but rather the perfect orchestration of the heavens to show you that he not only thinks of you, but that his soul cries out for your company. His house waits for you, just as his heart already belongs to you, even if the words have not yet been spoken aloud. Feel yourself embraced by this truth, and allow it to calm any anxiety, for what is destined for you will find the way back, guided by the invisible hand of fate and blessed by the light of the angels. Dear soul, I bring today a message that illuminates the corridors of time and uncovers contours of a reality that is about to materialize in your existence. The celestial beings allow me to see, through the veil that separates the now from tomorrow, a scene of deep coziness and emotional stability. There is a very strong energy circling your aura, a powerful intention coming from someone who does not desire only passing moments by your side, but who yearns for your constant, fixed, and daily presence inside the home and the heart. The angelic vision that opens before me at this moment is clear and brings a romantic forecast full of security. Know, dear soul, that the future in love is not a recorded film that cannot be altered. On the contrary, love destiny is built with every beat of your heart and every choice you make towards your own healing and valuing. What the angels see now is a scintillating possibility, almost palpable, that is forming in the clouds of creation. They show me the image of a house, not just a structure of bricks, but a sanctuary of peace. Inside this dwelling, there is someone who looks at the empty space beside them on the sofa, or at the vacant spot at the breakfast table, and feels a deep urgency to see you filling these spaces. This person feels that the house will only become a true home when your energy is flowing through all the rooms. Imagine, dear soul, a garden that was prepared with all care, where the earth was nourished, and the most precious seeds were planted. This garden represents the heart of this someone who is being prepared by the celestial plane to receive you. Just as the gardener waits anxiously for the blooming of the first flower in spring, this person waits for the moment when they can share the routine, the rest, and the refuge of the home with you. The metaphor of the garden teaches us that true love needs fertile soil and time to grow. But the vision I receive indicates that the spring of your relationship is very close. The current alignment of your feelings is accelerating this meeting of souls. You need to understand that this will the other feels to have you completely inside the house is a reflection of the vibration you have been emitting. By becoming a more secure person full of self-love, you sent a luminous signal to the universe. This signal was picked up. The romantic forecast points to a coexistence where there will no longer be the need for constant goodbyes, or that painful longing of those who live apart. The plan of the angels is to unite paths under the same roof, creating an alliance that protects and strengthens both. Bear in mind that this disclosure about your future relationship serves as a compass. It points to the north of stability. It is not about an adventure, but about construction. Someone is, at this moment, daydreaming of your laughter echoing in the living room, and of the peace of sleeping by your side every night. It is a desire for real intimacy, to share the bills, the dreams, the silence, and the noise of life. The angelic vision shows that you are ready to stop being a visitor in someone's life, to become the main resident of that person's heart and life. The universe conspires in favor of this domestic and sacred meeting. Everything that happens now, every small delay or every coincidence, is moving the pieces so that this scenario is set. Your love destiny is being woven with threads of gold and light. Accept this vision not as an empty promise, but as a notification from the heavens that your place of honor in someone's life is reserved and being prepared with much zeal. Loneliness is numbered, for the energy of communion and sharing is descending upon your life right now. To confirm that you are open to receiving this stability and allowing this vision to become your palpable reality, I need you to firm this intention with the universe. Write in the comments the following affirmation: I allow true love to make a home in my life and in my dwelling. Dear soul, the lights that descend from above bring today a vision that your physical eyes perhaps have not yet been able to reach with total sharpness. The celestial messengers, who hover around you like silent guardians, observe the scenario of your effective life from an elevated perspective, where no mask is sustained and no lie can survive. At this instant, the energy that surrounds your vibrational field points to an important disclosure about someone who occupies your thoughts. There is intense movement behind the scenes of destiny, and the focus of this message is to bring the naked truth about what is hidden in this person's heart. Know, dear soul, that human behavior is complex and often contradictory. People, out of fear or insecurity, tend to hide what they really feel. However, the angels see through these layers of protection. The disclosure that reaches you now is about a deep, almost uncontrollable desire that someone nurtures in secret. The title of this message is not an exaggeration. There is a vibration of anxiety and yearning coming from someone who visualizes, day and night, your presence filling the empty spaces of their life. This person imagines you not just as a passing visit, but as an integral and fundamental part of the home, the routine, and the rest. You often seek clarity in love, questioning if what is offered to you is true or merely a momentary illusion. It is natural that your heart, which has already been wounded in other times, raises barriers and doubts. You ask yourself about his intentions, if he truly loves you, or if it is just a fleeting physical attraction. The answer that the higher plane sends is that attraction exists, yes, and it is powerful. But what sustains this desire to have you inside the house goes beyond the skin. It is about a need for peace that this person feels only your energy can provide. The angels ask that you pay attention to the subtle signs, for true feelings are not always shouted to the four winds. Often, they uncover themselves in care, in the lingering look, and in the insistence on keeping you close. The will to take you inside his sacred space, to his personal refuge, indicates a desire to remove social barriers and show who he really is, without filters. It is an invitation to the intimacy of the soul, not just the body. However, dear soul, celestial protection is also present to alert your kind heart. Discernment is needed to differentiate real love or fleeting interest. Fleeting interest seeks only immediate satisfaction, the pleasure of a moment, whereas the feeling the angels describe here carries a weight of permanence. This person is fighting against their own fears, perhaps even against their own logic, because the will to establish a life by your side has become an obsessive and sweet thought. In this moment of disclosure, understand that the masks are falling. What seemed like coldness or distance in truth may be the overwhelming fear of losing control in the face of such a big feeling. When someone wishes to have you completely inside the house, that person is, unconsciously, asking for you to be part of the structure of their life. It is a call to build, to add, and to share bread and dreams. Keep your vibration high and your heart calm. Do not allow anxiety to cloud your vision. Clarity about intentions is being poured over your consciousness now. If there are doubts, ask your guardians to show the truth through attitudes, for words can be carried by the wind. But the intention to share a home is a solid step that spirituality recognizes as a strong bond. Be attentive, for the universe does not unite purposes without reason. If this person is being propelled to want you so close, to the point of not bearing the distance, it is because there is an alignment that needs to be explored and understood. The protection of the heavens is upon you, guaranteeing that only what is genuine and destined for your growth remains in your path. Breathe deeply and receive this certainty. You are desired in a way that transcends the ordinary, and the truth about this feeling is about to materialize before your eyes. Dear soul, pay close attention to what the heavens uncover to you at this sacred instant. There is extraordinary movement happening behind the scenes of your life, and the angels insist that you need to know this now. The time of waiting and uncertainties has been left behind. What presents itself before you is the realization of an old dream, woven with golden threads by the Creator himself. Someone, somewhere very close, feels an inexplicable urgency in their chest, an overwhelming will to share not just moments, but their entire life, the daily routine, and the home with you. Know that the preparation period was necessary. All the lessons you learned, all the nights you prayed asking for clarity, all of this served to polish your heart like a rough diamond. Now, you shine with your own light, and it is this light that serves as a beacon to attract your pair. Today's message is clear and direct. The phase of solitary construction has ended. You are ready. There is nothing left to fix, nothing to change, nothing to wait for. The universe conspires at this exact second to promote the crossing of your paths. Imagine a big party that was planned for years. The hall is decorated. The music is soft. The tables are set with the best there is. Everything is impeccable. It would be illogical to keep the doors closed when everything is already ready for the celebration. Would it not? In the same way, your love life has the scene set. Love arriving for you is no longer a remote possibility, but a certainty knocking at the door. The key is turning in the lock. The one who is destined to walk by your side is already moving in your direction with firm and decided steps. The celestial messengers ask to warn you about the signs of recognition. How will you know it is him? How will you know this is the sacred meeting you have awaited so much? The answer will come through an overwhelming peace. Unlike past relationships, where there was doubt and anxiety, the arrival of this love will bring a comforting silence to your mind. It will be like arriving home after a long, tiring trip. You will feel that you can take off your shoes, rest, and be purely yourself. There will be no need for masks or games. The familiarity will be instantaneous, as if you have already known each other for millennia in other existences. Besides peace, pay attention to coincidences that are not mere chances. You might notice repeated number sequences, like 1111 or 2222, appearing frequently. Names, songs, or places that have meaning for both will appear repeatedly. The universe will use these small breadcrumbs to guide your steps to the exact moment of the meeting. Stay attentive, for angelic communication is subtle, but powerful. There is a person who, at this moment, looks at the empty space in their house and feels that your energy is missing there. He visualizes you entering through the door, sharing breakfast, sharing the sofa at the end of the day. His desire is not passing. It is a desire for permanence, for stability, and for building a family. He is crazy to have you completely inside the house, filling the rooms with your laughter and your light. This person is tidying up their own life, organizing the emotional and physical drawers, making space so that you fit comfortably into his routine. This imminent meeting brings with it the blessing of ease. When sent by the angels, love does not hurt and is not difficult. Things move naturally like a river running to the sea, without obstacles that can dam the force of the waters. You will perceive that conversations are light, understandings are mutual, and plans align naturally. Where before there were blocks, now there will be bridges. Where there was fear, now there will be courage. Dear soul, feel the enthusiasm vibrate in every cell of your body. Do not allow the discouragement of the past to cloud your vision of the glorious future that approaches. The climax of your effective history is about to happen. The angels celebrate in anticipation, for they already see what your physical eyes have not yet captured, but which your heart already senses. True love is just around the corner, running to find you, anxious to embrace you, and say that the search is over. Be open and receptive. Keep your vibration high, dressing yourself in hope and perfuming yourself with faith. You are worthy of a love that wants to stay, that wants to build, and that wants to be present in every instant. Loneliness is packing its bags to leave, making room for a loyal and passionate companion. Receive this prophecy with joy, for it is the seal of guarantee that your happiness as a couple is secured and very close to materializing on the physical plane. Reflect now on the space you have cultivated in your life. Ask yourself, am I truly ready to let someone enter and stay, allowing love to transform my routine into a sanctuary of peace and union? Dear soul, we have reached the apex of our spiritual connection, and now is the moment to seal your love destiny with the strength of an unbreakable decree. Feel the weight and the glory of these words, for they are not just sounds thrown to the wind, but rather direct orders to the universe to align with your happiness. There is someone in this exact world, someone whose feelings are boiling over, who feels an urgent and overwhelming need to share life with you, under the same roof, within the same sacred routine. The loneliness you may have felt up to here is numbered, for the celestial hosts work ceaselessly to move the pieces of this board in your favor. I declare now, with all the authority granted to me by the higher planes, that the barrier of time and space is being broken. Dear soul, you need to understand that your home has become a magnetic beacon. Just as the moth seeks the light and the river runs to the sea, this person is being pushed in your direction by a force greater than their own will. There is no resistance possible when heaven decides to unite two paths. The person who must be with you feels, at this instant, an emptiness that only your presence can fill. They look at the walls of their own house and feel them cold, incomplete, for your energy is missing to make that place a true home. Visualize now the metaphor of the golden key turning in the lock of destiny. Until this moment, the door was only ajar, but now I prophesy that it opens wide. The key has turned. The locked mechanism has released. The creaking of the hinges announces the arrival of who comes to stay. Imagine that your heart is this prepared house, with the table set, the scent of fresh flowers, and the warmth of the lit fireplace. Nothing is more inviting than your inner light. This person is, at this exact second, being bothered by the longing for what they haven't lived with you yet, or by the urgency to resume what was interrupted. The will to have you completely, to wake up and fall asleep by your side, is the dominant thought guiding their steps back to you. Receive this prophecy with the certainty of one who already holds victory in their hands. I decree that every impediment, be it emotional, geographic, or spiritual, falls to the ground now. The walls that surrounded this person's heart crumble before the power of this love that was written in the stars before you were even born. There will be no more doubts. There will be no more games. There will be no more missed connections. What is coming for you is solid, is real, and seeks refuge in your arms. Dear soul, you are the safe shelter where this person wishes to rest their head after a long day. You are the peace they search for desperately in the midst of the world's chaos. Feel the acceleration of this process. The universe does not walk slowly when two souls cry out for the meeting. The energy surrounding this situation is fast, direct, and striking. I activate your faith now so that it serves as a bridge. Cross this bridge with your head held high, knowing that on the other side someone runs to meet you with a racing heart. Your emotional and physical house is ready to receive this love. There is no more room for fear, only for the absolute certainty that romantic realization is knocking at your door. This is the climax of your wait. The silence of your home will be filled by laughter, by deep conversations, and by the sound of footsteps walking beside you, and no longer away from you. I order that mental clarity strikes this person now, making them realize that life away from you has no color or flavor. May holy restlessness take over their being until they are safe inside your embrace. Nothing can stop what heaven has already blessed. Dear soul, breathe deeply and take possession of this truth. Your reality is being rewritten at this exact second. Romantic, loyal, and committed love is not an illusion. It is your inheritance and your right. The person who loves you with this intensity is on the way, guided by the light of the angels who never fail. The meeting is inevitable. The union is certain. Love has won. I seal this prophecy with the strength of the greater love, blocking any possibility of regression. It is done. It is sealed. It is decreed. Prepare your home. Prepare your spirit. For the most awaited visitor is about to become the permanent resident of your heart. So it is, and so it shall always be. Dear soul, feel now the peace that surpasses all understanding invade your being. We have arrived at the sacred moment of sealing everything that was kial uncovered shiundaon here. The heavens do not make mistakes, and this message reached you because the time of waiting is transforming into a time of abundant harvest. The one who is reserved to walk by your side feels deep in their chest the urgency to have you every day, sharing the same roof, dividing breakfast, and building a life of deep complicity. The vision of you two, together inside the house, protected and happy, is the perfect plan the Creator designed with all care for your existence. To firm this spiritual commitment and bring this reality to the physical plane, it is necessary for you to activate your faith through the written word. The act of declaring your desire publicly sends a powerful signal to the heavens. Therefore, I invite you to go down to the comments now and type with all the certainty of your soul the following power phrase: I receive the keys to my new home and my true love. By doing this, you say yes to the happiness that is knocking at your door with insistence. Do not leave it for later, for this is the exact instant of your turning point. I also ask that you strengthen this collective energy of light that unites us. Check if you are already subscribed to the channel. For new prophetic Baal disclosures will be sent shortly, and you need to be attentive and prepared to receive them. Leave your sign of positivity by clicking the like button, showing the angels that your heart is open and grateful for every guidance received. If you feel it in your heart, share this prophecy with 3 people, for the good we do returns multiplied to us. Receive now the apostolic blessing over your sentimental and family life. May the grace of the Lord illuminate your face and bring you the peace that restores. May all invisible barriers that prevented your union be brought down at this instant by the power of prayer. May your future house be a refuge of love, free from all envy and malice, shielded by the blood of the Lamb. I bless your days, your dreams, and your future relationship. Go calmly and confidently, dear soul, for the guardian angels are working tirelessly in your favor, weaving the details of this wonderful meeting. Stay in the holy peace of the Lord and believe, for your victory has already been decreed in the celestial regions. So it is, and so it shall be.